Hello everybody and welcome to I Speak Organized. Today's video is going to be a continuation of my emergency preparedness series, and in this video I'm going to be sharing with you my ultimate list of car emergency supplies. I have a ton of suggestions and I'm going to show you exactly what I put into my emergency kit for my car, and some of it is very basic and some of it is pretty technical. And I want to make sure that I give you as many suggestions as possible so that you can be prepared for any emergency situation when you're out on the road. If this is something that you know you need to take a little bit more seriously and you need some suggestions on how to get started or how to bolster your current emergency kit, then stick around and let's get into it. Oh my God, look how organized my house is. Welcome back, Speaker fam. If you don't know me, my name is Melanie and I'm your professional organizer and productivity consultant. I help hardworking families and professionals find form in their space and purpose for every phase of life. And today's purpose is all about emergency preparedness. Now, I just want to mention that if you've never put together an emergency kit for your car, you might want to go and check out my mom's starter emergency car kit video. I have all of the basic essentials plus a few extra things just to get you started. Go ahead and click the card up in the corner and that'll take you to my starter car kit video. I'll also make sure to link that video in the description box below if you're interested in learning a bit more about the items in detail that are in this bin. I should also mention that if you are into all things home organizing and decluttering, as well as productivity practices and motivation techniques, then you should definitely subscribe to this channel. I make new videos every week on those subjects, and I would absolutely love it if you would become a member of my speaker fam. All you have to do is hit the little circle icon of my face at the end of the video, and that will make you an official member of my speaker fam. And I will do the wavy sleeve arm dance for you. I'm not gonna tell you what to do, but I am gonna share with you what I did and my thought process for building my own emergency kit. And I wanted to make sure that I was prepared for any scenario where I might be by myself or I might be by myself with my children, and I wanted to have the supplies on hand that I might need to be able to take care of a situation on my own if help was unavailable, if my cell phone service was unavailable, or if immediate help was necessary and I didn't have access to that. All right, without further ado, let's get into my ultimate supplies list for your car emergency kit. The first item that I'm going to share with you is my portable jump starter. This is the NOCO Boost Plus, right there. And this is important to have, in my opinion, just for the peace of mind alone. If you are in a situation where you don't have AAA or your cell phone service is down and you find yourself with a dead battery, this is invaluable and it's really super easy to use if you are not familiar with how to jump a battery. I'll give you a quick rundown of everything that comes in the box. This guy retails at around $90 to $100 on Amazon, and I'll make sure to link it in the description box below. So in the box, you'll have your instructions, you'll have your jumper cables. If you forget what to attach, they have the negative and the positive symbols on the jumper cables, so it's really easy to figure out what part of the battery to attach them to. They plug into the device. There's a 12-volt out right here, and you just plug it in and you're ready to go. One thing that's really important to note about this is that it doesn't come juiced right out of the box. So you need to make sure that you sit and charge it before you throw it in your car. It takes probably about 2.5 hours to charge, and it charges with a little mini USB. Super, super easy. And the little USB in is on the other side. So you can see you have your little ports right here. It also has a USB out, meaning that you can plug in and charge your cell phone, you can charge your laptop, your iPad, any sort of electronic device that you might need in that situation. It also has some LED lights on this side. They have a strobe effect in case you need to flag people down. It can act as a flashlight if you're in the dark and you need to see where you're plugging in your cables. And it also comes with a car adapter charger. One other important feature that I should share about this is the low voltage override. So if you see this button right here, if you plug this into a car battery that's below 2 volts, it's not going to be able to detect the battery. It's meant to juice batteries that are 2 volts and above. So if your battery is dead, you are going to want to press and hold this button, which is called the low voltage override, and that will help jumpstart your battery even if it is completely dead. So this will have you covered in any case with a dead battery. You just stick it in your trunk, forget about it. Hopefully, unless you need it, it's there for you. Super simple, well worth the investment, and I am super stoked to have it in my car. This right here is a box of glass water bottles. They did not come pre-filled, I filled them up. It's also important that you leave a little bit of space at the top of the bottle because, as we all know, water expands when it freezes, so you want to make sure that there's room in the bottle for the water to expand as temperatures drop below freezing. So here's my little tote with the rest of the supplies that go in my car. I've got in this little bag here, these are LED road flares, and it comes with 3 flares per kit, and each one of these takes AAA batteries. So I make sure to stick some extra AAA batteries inside this bag, and you get to the battery compartment inside by undoing the screws here. So I've got a little flathead and Phillips screwdriver that I can very easily unscrew this and change out the batteries if need be. This actually came with the kit, so that's super handy, and it comes with these gloves as well. So there's quite a few settings on this. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So it's got 9 different light settings on here, and those are really super handy to have at night if you're stuck on the side of a major highway and you need to alert people to your whereabouts. I have what's called a Snow Joe. I grew up in the Midwest for 16 years of my life, and if there's one thing that I know how to do, it is get yourself unstuck in the snow and how to drive in the snow. And I currently live in the Pacific Northwest, where a lot of people don't know how to drive in the snow. We don't have a ton of snow in the Pacific Northwest, but when we do, it's quite a big production and it can take a little while to clear up the roads. So I like to make sure that I have the supplies on hand so that I'm not gonna get stuck. The Snow Joe is a tire traction mat. So if you're stuck in a snowbank, if it's icy on the road and your tires are spinning, they're not able to grip and get you out, you can take this out. It just unfolds like that and allows you a little bit of extra traction. You stick it underneath the wheels that are stuck, and it's able to get you off and moving again pretty quickly. All right, next thing I have here is a box of protein bars. I like Cliff Bars, so I ordered a variety pack. I'll split these up between my car and my husband's car, but you know, if you're gonna be camping out, you want a slow burning fuel, some sustained lasting energy to be able to change your tire, wait in your car, dig yourself out of the snow, whatever situation you're encountering. It's a good idea to have some protein stashed in the trunk. All right, next, I have a pair of thermally insulated work gloves. These have a nice gripping texture. Any sort of circumstance where I'm gonna be needing to use my hands and it's cold outside, these are gonna be invaluable. They come in different sizes. Again, I will link all of these items in the description below if you see something that catches your eye and you want to get some for yourself. I'm gonna show you guys these two items together because they are hilarious, but also really nice to have. So this is what you, I don't remember what brand this is. I'll find it and link it below. But this is basically a Go Girl, and it comes in a little carrying case, and it just looks like this. It's basically a spout so that you can pee standing up. Ladies, I know that it's difficult to do that without one of these, and you might find yourself in a situation where you really need to go and there's no bathroom, or it's super unsanitary. We're all trying to be much more conscious about our hygiene and what we're exposing ourselves to right now. So I like to keep this in my car for an emergency situation when I really have to pee. And then I also keep a portable bidet. This is a travel bidet, so if you don't have toilet paper in your car, this is great. Usually what I'll do is I'll just fill this up with some water and spray and go. Very hygienic, nice to have, and it fits in my little case right here. So these two are besties, they stay together, they go in my car, and I am very grateful that I have them in there. All right, last couple of things. This is a really sweet headlamp. I really like this one because it has several different settings. It has a white light and a red light, and it also has a motion sensor. So if you are facing the light and you press the right button, it's gonna illuminate. And when you wave your hand in front of it, it turns it off and on. You can also press the left-hand button, and that's gonna just keep the light on for you. It has a dimmer feature, it has a strobe feature, and yeah, it's just a cool little headlamp. So this makes it easy if it's dark outside, you're having to take a peek under the hood in your car, and you can't hold a flashlight, maybe you need both hands. You pop this guy on your head, and you have a light source. Last thing that I have here is my Bravo Field Survival Shovel. Now, you might be thinking that this is a little over the top, and you would be right, but this thing is freaking awesome. And it's basically a collapsible shovel. So I'm just gonna unscrew it a little bit. This thing is super solid. The handle is aluminum, so it's not incredibly heavy. It's pretty easy to use, and I'll just kind of lock it in place. The blade is steel, so this can double as a self-defense weapon if you need it in that type of situation. So you can see that the edges here over on these two sides are serrated, so you can actually use this as an axe if you need it. So if I loosen it up a little bit and tighten it in this, you now have a pickaxe. So if you need to loosen some ice, again, this is great if you're stuck in the snow. If you find yourself stuck in the mud, you have a nice little shovel to help dig yourself out. And then when you're all done, you just loosen it and fold it back up. And it's this big. It's teeny tiny. And it fits in its little carrying case, just like that. All right, that's gonna wrap it up. Really super simple. fits in a very small bin in the back of your trunk. Throw it in there and be prepared for various different scenarios to be able to handle things on your own if you need to. I hope that all of my suggestions were useful in helping you figure out how to bolster your own emergency kit, or if you're just getting started, to help you build with the essentials that are going to get you prepared. And I'm really excited to see you guys in the next video. I'm going to be working on redoing our home storage unit. It is a hot mess. You aren't even going to believe that I am a professional organizer when you see how bad my storage unit has gotten. So I took matters into my own hands, and I'm going to be working on organizing that. So stay tuned for that video next week. If you loved this video and you want to see more, please make sure that you are subscribed to my channel and give me a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. It would mean the absolute world to me, and I would love to have you as a member of the Speaker fam. So go ahead and click that little subscribe button so that you never miss another opportunity to hang out with me. As always, I wish you well and the very best, and I hope that you have an absolutely wonderful day. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care. Bye.